It always warms up my heart whenever I see diverse and regional large language models. That is why, when I stumbled upon this model, Sarvam 2 billion, I was quite intrigued to see that it is covering more than 10 regional languages from India. And courtesy to Arsalan, who posted about this on social media, I was able to get more information about it. So, thank you, Arsalan, for sharing this. In this video, we are going to install this Sarvam 2 billion parameter model locally, and then we will test it out on few of the prompts and benchmarks on the regional Indic languages. This model is 2 billion parameter model, which is pre-trained from scratch. So it's not a fine-tuned model. This model emphasized Indic languages, supporting 10 different ones, and also has been trained on 4 trillion high quality tokens with 50% dedicated to Indic languages. This model has covered Bengali, Gujarati, Hindi, Kannada, Malayalam, Marathi, Oriya, Punjabi, Tamil, and Telugu. Oriya is, I guess, there is a province in India, Odisha. I think this language is from that area. This is the first time I am hearing about this language. Sounds quite nice. So would be good, and also I think I'm quite keen to try out Punjabi language with it, how it works. One disappointing thing which I noticed about this is that there is no mention of Urdu language, which is one of the main languages not only of India but the whole region. So, but we will try one Urdu prompt with it because I think it should be able to cover it out if it is covering Hindi. But I think that should be part of it because that is one of the main languages of the region. So, as I mentioned, we are going to use the local installation, and I'll be using the early checkpoint of this model, which is quite small but yet powerful. So let's try it out. Before I show you the installation, let me give a huge shout out to Mast Compute, who are sponsoring the VM and GPU for this video. If you're looking to rent a GPU on affordable prices, I will drop the link to their website in video's description. Plus, I'm also going to give you a coupon code of 50% discount on range of GPUs. The system which I'm using is this Ubuntu 22.04, and I am using NVIDIA's RTX 6000 GPU with 48 GB of VRAM, courtesy Mast Compute. Let me clear the screen. First, let me create a Conda environment to have everything virtual. Let's wait for it to get installed. And that is done and activated. Let me install the prerequisites like torch and transformers. Let's wait for them to get installed. This is going to take a couple of minutes. All the prerequisites are done. Now let me install and run the Jupyter notebook, and it will get launched in the browser, and it will make it easier to download and play around with the model. So let's wait for it to get launched in the browser. That is all done. Let me import the libraries which we have just installed and also grab the model ID. Now let's throw it into the Hugging Face pipeline with the text generation, and we are putting this on our device, which is in our case GPU. But given the size of 2 billion, maybe try it out on CPU, might be able to run it somehow. Okay, so let me run the pipeline, and you can see that it has started downloading the model. There are two shards, so let's wait for them to get downloaded with the tokenizer. And the model is downloaded with the tokenizer, and it has given us an error. Let's see what that error is. Maybe it has to do with, okay, let me go down quickly. Okay, so I would need to install this sentence piece here. Okay, so let me quickly install it. It is very simple, pip install sentence piece. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to run it here just to make sure I don't pip install sentence piece, and then let me run it again. It is going to install it, shouldn't take too long. There you go. And now let me run this pipeline again. The good thing is it is not going to download the model again. And then I restarted the kernel, and then you can see that everything is running fine. So you need to install pip install sentence piece. Okay, so model is loaded, and now we just need to do the inference. First up, I'm just going to use a simple English one to see how it works, and then we will move on to the Indian languages. So the prompt is, what is the smallest country in the world? And then we are passing this to the pipeline, which is going to convert this text into tokens, and those tokens will be sent to the model. Model will generate the output, and then these will be decoded by the tokenizer, and then we are displaying them in the markdown format. I had to change this prompt template and the pipeline a little bit to get the proper answer. So we are just piping it through this pipeline like this, and then I'm setting these hyperparameters just to make sure that I get the proper response. So you just have to tinker with these hyperparameters, and you can see that the response is correct. It is Vatican City, and I am just curtailing the output down to 15. So maybe I could just increase it to 150 here, or maybe let's go with 250. Okay, cool. And now let's try to ask it something in Hindi first, and then we will go from there. So for Hindi, I am asking this. And by the way, I don't know how to write Hindi. So what I'm doing here is I'm just using this Google Translate to convert this Hindi to English. So I'm just asking is what is happiness? And then I'm just asking this from the model. So let's see what model does here. Let me run it. Let's wait for it to come back. Shouldn't take too long. There you go. So let me try to copy this and take it to Google Translate to see what it says. Let's go there. Let's remove this and then paste it here. Okay, I'm not sure if it is correct one. What do you think? I don't think so. Maybe it is. I'm thinking because it has been scratched, trained from scratch, so it is not an instruction tuned or a line model. So maybe it is just good for the completion as a base model, and of course it's an early checkpoint. So instead of then instruction falling in this question, maybe I will just ask it something to complete to predict the next token. So let's try it out that way in Hindi. So for that, what I'm trying to do, I'm just going to use this prompt where I'm asking it, if it's raining outside, what you should bring to stay dry. So that it should be able to complete this because it's a common sense reasoning one, and every base pre-trained model should have some idea about this. So I have grabbed this Hindi one and I have put it in here, and then when you run it, it gives us this answer on the right hand side. So let me copy it, take it to Google Translate, and then paste it here. Let's wait for it. It is translating, and the answer is a waterproof jacket and hat, which is quite correct. Now let's try to convert it into other languages. Next up, I'm trying it with Urdu here. Now I think this font is not good enough, but let's see. Um, I don't think so. You see it. Yeah, so it was unable to really get it, and I can really agree with that because the way the font has put this Urdu sentence here doesn't look right to me. So let's not use it. Let's try to use other languages like Kannada and stuff. So I have grabbed this from Kannada language, and then let's go here and run it. Let's wait for it to print the response. And this is the response. Let's go and put it in our Google Translate. Okay, paper. Not really. I don't think so. It made sense here. That is fine. And now let's try out it in one more language. Maybe I'll go with Tamil language. And this is where I'm asking the same question in Tamil. Let's wait for it and let's put the response in Google Translate. Now, this one is correct. Carry an umbrella or umbrella to stay hydrated. Hydrated is not good enough, but other than that, I think it is just the answer is correct. But it's not about hydrated, it is to stay dry. Okay, so now let's try one final one in Punjabi. And this is where I have given it a Punjabi prompt in the Gurmukhi script. Let's see what it says. Let's grab the response. Go here. And by the way, I really can't read this script here. So I just need to put it in Google Translate. It says I will take a bottle of water with me, jacket, that is correct, and we have to bring an umbrella. That is good. I will give it a pass here. So you see, quite a small model, but covers a lot of regional Indian languages, and that really gives us a lot of comfort that any part of the globe, they could just go in, cover all of their regional languages, and then create these small models and train them, and then they can further fine tune them or align them as per users own requirement. And I think this is really good to see that now more and more regional models are appearing. So whether you're in Africa, you could just go with your own regional languages like Swahili, and I know there are a lot of variations there. Plus, and if you are in, maybe in, for example, in if you're in Afghanistan, you could go with a lot of languages there like Tajik, Pashto, and then Uzbek, and a lot of other languages are spoken in that small country. If you're in Pakistan, you can go with Sindhi, Balochi, Pashto, Punjabi, Urdu, and Balti, there are Potwari, there are a lot of other languages which you can just combine. You see, this Sarvam covers 10 languages. So in any given region, you can cover all of the languages in just one small model. And then you can further fine tune it on your own use case. And I have already done various videos on it. So amazing stuff. Really, hats off to the creators of this model. I'll try to get a bit more information around it from them to see how exactly the training was done. And then, if possible, I will share the learnings here. Now that's it, guys. Let me know what do you think. I will drop the link to it in video's description. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you are already subscribed, please share it among your network as it helps a lot. Thanks for watching.